I'm covering acne, texture and makeup that actually works on problem skin. And I woke up like this. I'm about to cleanse with my hyaluronic acid cleanser, and it has ceramides and niacinamide in it, so super hydrating for my skin. I don't know what's going on. And can you see my hyperpigmentation? So this right here, that's literally my fingernail just scratched my skin, and then I get hyperpigmentation. Obviously when I get acne around here, I know it's hormonal. I'm not sure what's going on up there. So I do have like dry patches underneath there. So I've got acne-prone, hyperpigmented, oily T-zone, so combination skin and sensitive skin, so super difficult skin. Let's see how it turns out. If your skincare prep is wrong, your makeup just won't sit right. I'm going in with my Tur Light. It's moisturizing and soothing, and it's much better for my type of skin. Torrident Soothing Cream. So it's super moisturizing, and it's got like several different types of hyaluronic acid, so it penetrates deep down in layers. You do want to hydrate under your eyes. And if your skin's problematic like mine, girl, you just want all the goodness that you can get for it, really. My oil control fluid from La Roche-Posay. This, so load it on, ladies and gentlemen. I know to get maximum protection you do need to put a fair amount on. I try never to put makeup on my skin without using a primer. It provides a barrier between your skincare and your makeup, so, and it also gives your makeup something to cling to. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to use today the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. As the name says, it's mattifying, and I tend to concentrate this where I need it most, so in my oily T-zone, and then what's left over I put on the parameters of my face, because those areas tend to be more drier, so I don't want to put matte products on the drier areas of my face where I need it most. So my oily T-zone, tap it in. What's left of my fingers, I just pat into the parameters of my face. Now that's starting to sting a little bit around here. I mean, this is my skin, guys. It's just super sensitive. Like, this doesn't ordinarily burn my skin though, so I wonder if it's because my skin, like I said, is kind of peeling a little bit. Off camera, I just went ahead and did my eyebrows, my eyelids, and you can still see that patch there, but well, I've put orange color corrector on my hyperpigmented areas, and then used a concealer to just, you know, cover up the orange, blending it all out. And now I'm using my usual Lancome Taunty Doll in 415 Warm. Just buff that into my face. Start with the central part of my face first. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, that's peeling off, and it's showing. And I don't know what to do about it, and that's dead obvious too, but hey. So with my foundation, I do swap and change as well. So for the winter months, I use Lancome 415 Warm, because my undertone is warm. And in this summer months I use 420 warm, yeah, when I've caught a little bit of a tan, you know, so I go up a notch. And then my Lancome, the way how it sits on my skin, and you can see I use 2 pumps and it's given me really good coverage, so I don't need to use a lot of it, and it does sit in place for longer as well. It is one of the better foundations that I've used. It sits on my skin for longer, and you know, remember I said that I've got this oily T-zone. Like, I'm not going to hold you all. I'm not one of those that will tell you that my makeup stays in place all day. It does not. All my oils start to come through, especially in my T-zone around, I'll say I get a good 6 hours of makeup that slays, you know, like sits on your face and it's amazing. I get so much compliments. But after around 6 hours, all my oils start to seep through there. So yeah, it's meant to last all day, but for me, I'm just gonna be transparent. No makeup stays on my face all day. And I have tried matte makeup, but it doesn't work for me because of my skin type. So anyway, take from that what you will. Concealer today, I am going to use my NARS creamy concealer again in Cafe Non Leche. So Cafe Non Leche is the shade that is lighter than my normal shade, because I want this to now brighten my under eyes. So I'm gonna buff that in with a damp beauty blender, so don't get it on your waterline if possible. And I am blending that upwards to give that lifted look. And again, you have seen me do this quite a few times really. So bronzer, and kind of if you pull that down, you'd see how that gives my face a chiseled look. So pull that down kind of like a T into your neck, and you do that at an angle there to come down here, and you'll see how that just chisels my face out. And put some there to help warm up my face as well, and just blend. So can you see how that's defined my cheekbone a little bit? Can you see? Kind of like looks more chiseled. So I'm going to use the Fenty Cream Blush in Petal Poppin'. Do like to put on a cream blush because they're just more hydrating, aren't they? And if you're in your 20s, girl, it probably doesn't apply to you, but if you're no more in your 20s, trust me, cream blush is probably so much better. So I'm going to use the Collection Highlight and Sculpt palette, and I'm just gonna, that's powder, I'm just gonna like create a shadow on my nose, just a gentle line, blend, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of that contour just there, just to define that line a little bit. I don't drag it all the way down, just there is fine. I don't want to drag my face down. Now I do think I've got fairly high cheeks anyhow, but can you see how it gives me a more sculpted look? Yeah. Wet n Wild blush. I'm gonna go in with this one just over my cream blush and just tap that. Look how pretty. That is so pretty. Going in with my Collection mattifying powder now. So you remember how I said that I have an oily T-zone, so I get my powders in my areas where I know I'm going to get oil. My oils are going to come through, and you'll notice as well that I never bake. I'm not a fan of baking. I don't really think people need to bake. That's so unnecessary. You just need to set your face. Right, so one last spray of my Dalba. That's my Dalba first spray, and just watch those powders start to melt. Look. Final step is to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I'm just gonna